Hi there, Life Group leaders. This is Chad Oberholzer and Bob Barbash from the Life Group's ministry team, and we're here to talk to you about CityServe. It's the time of year when the birds are chirping, the snow is melting, and it's about springtime, which means it's time for us as a church to go out into the community and serve. And Bob Barbash here is the point man for CityServe. He sort of disappears over the next couple months into extensive work to make CityServe happen. We thought it'd be good to have him share a little bit about what CityServe is all about. Just thought we could start off by having you share what is CityServe in very broad strokes and why do we do it?
Well, it's the time of year when we send the church out into the community. We actually cancel all of our gatherings and send everybody into the community to serve our neighbors. We know that biblically we're called to love our neighbor as ourselves. And this is an opportunity for us really to, as Dan describes it, as to being the church rather than doing church. And it gets us out of the huddle and into the game, if you will. It's an opportunity for everybody. In the last couple of years, we've had over 1,300 people out over the 2 years, providing opportunities for them to serve and then going out and serving in the community. And it's really very cool in terms of the relationships that get built, the service that gets done. The impact on the community is significant. And we try to do it as quietly and humbly as we can, not seeking any publicity. Just go out and love our neighbors, and that's what it's about. And this year that will be on April 17th and 18th. And we look forward to the results, how God's going to work. It's always cool to watch God work in this process. Just about the time we think that some obstacles occurred to keep us from doing something, He steps in and makes it doable. And that's really the cool thing about all that happens, along with the relationships and the support we give the community.
A second sort of big picture question that's relevant for our life group leaders is sort of the idea of doing CityServe as a life group. That's something that we've encouraged, and we've had a number of groups participate over the years. Could you maybe explain in a minute or two what's the value for a life group doing this together? Why do we encourage that?
Sure. We, as everybody knows, I think, who's involved in a life group, certainly our leaders know, it's really the idea of building significant Christ-centered relationships by doing life together. And this is an opportunity. We really promote two major opportunities for groups to serve together. One is at Christmas time, Adopt a Family, and we have a large number of groups who do that. And the other is CityServe. And it's just a great opportunity for folks to get together, to serve together, elbow to elbow, whether it's something that involves relatively low level of physical activity or something that takes significant physical activity. It's a great opportunity, and it also is an opportunity to develop new leaders. Our new leaders are folks who come out of other life groups, and one of the ways they find out that they're a leader is because their existing leader will ask them to serve in this capacity. So it's a great opportunity to have somebody from your group serve as a point person for a particular project that your group may be doing. And it works out really, really well for lots of different reasons. In addition to that, we get, it's kind of neat to see the relationships that get built between the host and the group, or the group leader, or a portion of the group. It's not unusual, probably, I don't know, a handful every year, of folks who go back after they've served on CityServe weekend. They go back during the year to do certain things, and in the course of doing that, we'll build relationships. We've also had groups that developed ongoing relationships long-term for years at a time. And so it's just a really great opportunity to kill a couple birds with one stone, if you will. The first is that we get to serve together, we build relationships with each other, but we also build relationships with those we serve. And we do what God calls us to do, which is to love our neighbors. And it's just a great opportunity for that to happen. So that's why we serve together.
So here are your next steps. Reserve that weekend, April 17th and 18th. I get those dates right?
Correct.
17th and 18th. Okay, if you're going to travel in April, not that weekend. Be here. You don't want to miss this. So make sure that you and your group carve that time out. start that conversation with your group to see, if you're interested in participating together, how many folks might be available, how many folks might be interested, and potentially think about designating somebody else in your group to sort of lead the charge on this project, to be sort of the point leader for your group. So start that conversation now, and more details and information will be coming over the next several weeks. If you have any questions specifically related to life groups serving with CityServe, contact Becky Romig, and she'll get back to you and get you all situated. So that's the scoop. Now you know a little bit about CityServe, and we look forward to seeing a couple hundred people, maybe 1,000 people at Calvary being the church in our community on that weekend. It's going to be a great time. We look forward to it.